Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is NefandEli and you can find my information in the description box below. Please also check out my community page where I post information about astrology, what's going on, as well as crystals and spirit animals, angel numbers, all of the things. I post there every single day, so please check that out. In this video, I want to talk about power. Spirit channeled some messages to me over the past couple of days, and there's been an energy that power has been a focal point over the last few months in the spiritual community. Owning our power, recognizing our ability to use our power or to be used for our power. So what exactly is power? Some of the definitions include the ability to act or produce an effect, possession of control, authority, or influence over others, a source or means of supplying energy, and to move with great speed or force. So besides our emotional energy, the opposition, the devil, negative energy, whatever you want to call that opposing force, they want us to be powerless. So besides coveting our emotional energy because it's their food, they also want our power as well. When it comes to psychic and energy attacks, the goal of them is to have us voluntarily give them our power so that they can control and manipulate us. Because we have free will, we have to give our power away. It can't be taken from us. I know that's a term that's used a lot, or like an ideology that's used in the spiritual community, that somebody can take your power, but it has to be given away because we have free will, okay? On some level, you might not be doing this consciously. Remember that. Most things happen subconsciously, as a matter of fact. But it's a subtle thing, and when the realization comes in at some point, then you have the ability to make the shift, right? When you understand and recognize that you are in fact giving your power away, then you can make a change. This is hard to understand on a physical level because we have things like, you know, prisons and malicious people that keep other people trapped and stuck. And it seems like they've taken this person's power. But metaphysically speaking, it is a choice. And whether we're aware of it or not, it's still a choice. So when you're a light worker, a chosen one, a star seed, people are going to always try to quote unquote take your power, or try to get you to give your power to them. So I want to tell you guys a story. I know I've been talking about this mother that is at my son's school that's been trying to get into my energy. And I mean, she just gives me hoe vibes, fuck girl vibes. And I'm at the point on my spiritual journey where I don't play with people. You know, if I know that you're negative, if I know that you don't mean me well, whether you've shown me this in action or I've picked up on this intuitively, I'm going to just move away from you. I'm not going to, you know, entertain you. And I know this is hard for people to accept, especially since I don't give an explanation. But her energy is just so, I mean, I can't even describe it. And she has been relentlessly trying to connect with me, right? I can feel this. And so it's just one of those things where I have to be very mindful of my power, right? Because I know that she's trying to elicit communication from me. So knowing this, and also knowing that her energy is negative, I have the power to not entertain that, right? So when it comes to us awakened ones, light workers, star seeds, whatever, right? I feel like there are three power dynamics that can impact our lives in a positive way, or they impact our lives the most. So the first one is personal power. So according to Psychology Today, personal power is based on strength, confidence, and competence that individuals gradually acquire in the course of their development. It is self-assertion, and a natural, healthy striving for love, satisfaction, and meaning in one's interpersonal world. So this is definitely an inside job. And notice that it says gradual, implying that personal power runs parallel with personal development, right? And spiritual development. So you can only know that you're powerful if you learn about your power. And that comes through practice, right? And it only comes from you and not from anyone else's theory coming from outside of you. Personal power means that you are using your energy in a constructive way, like serving your purpose. Passive aggressiveness is also defined as personal power, but it's a very low vibrational way of using your power, and it's linked to self-esteem issues, right? We know this. I also feel like passive aggressive behavior leads to resentment, and we know that on a metaphysical level, resentment can lead to cancer, okay? What's interesting is having to control others in a negative way is linked to other addictions. It's very typical that a powerful person or someone who's perceived to be powerful will also have other addictions to substances or reckless behavior if they don't have self-mastery, right? Or a level of self-mastery. Power of choice is the second power, right? And that is the energy that is between the stimulus and the response. I like Viktor Frankl's quote. He says, between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So the power of choice is connected to our morals and values, right? It's about what you choose to make a priority as well. So, for example, we know as highly evolved beings, as spiritual people, chosen ones, people try to do spell work on us, black magic on us, but we can choose to believe that we are protected from this energy. We can choose to believe that we have the power to return this energy. So we don't need to be afraid. I mean, we're going to definitely be annoyed. We're going to definitely be, confused as to why these people don't focus on their own fucking life. But know that we have the power to believe in ourselves, to know that we're connected to our ancestors, our spirit team, our guides, and that we can also send that energy back, right? We can also choose to believe that we can manifest abundance just as easily as we can manifest this spiritual protection, right? This energy is traveling along the same spiritual highway. So we often feel a little apprehensive or blocked when it comes to financial manifestation, but it's the exact same energy, right? And we also know that the power of choice means that we have the power to choose to do what our intuition is telling us, right? We can choose to follow our guidance, or we can choose to follow our ego. The third power is the power of change, right? So this is the practical stuff, the hard stuff, the things that we have to do day in and day out, the repetition, the grind, the routines, right? A very good book is Your Power to Change by Kyle C. Becker. So take that if it resonates with you. But the power of change begins with recognizing negative thought patterns, which can become one's belief if repeated over and over, right? Activating your power to change begins with taking one single step. So as many of you know, I was a personal trainer for 20 years, and I would always use this metaphor of cleaning a house when it comes to your physical fitness, your overall health and well-being. You start with the smallest room in the house, because that way when you get it cleaned, when you get it organized, you feel accomplished, right? And how you feel means everything. That is your point of attraction. So, for example, if you are trying to lose weight, you might have issues with nutrition, but what you can do is focus on drinking water every day, right? Getting that gallon of water in every day, setting a timer for it. It's a really simple thing. So, in a practical sense, when it comes to health and fitness, if, for example, you're finding that focusing on nutrition is overwhelming for you, and it can be, Maybe you can start small, right? Start with one meal a day, or start by just focusing on getting enough hydration, getting that gallon of water in every day. Because a lot of times your hunger is actually thirst. So that's one way of starting with the smallest room in the house, because everybody can drink water. Everybody has the ability to drink enough water every single day. You just have to be mindful of it, right? So another thing that the power of change helps us to remember is that the past does not have to be your future, right? Because you can make a shift now. And don't be afraid of what could go wrong, because guess what? Things will go wrong. That's a part of life, right? You can have these well-laid plans and then everything can be shifted in 1 second. So activate your power to change, again, by taking those small steps, right? Maybe doing that thing, whatever that thing is for you, for 5 minutes a day, whether it's reading, meditating, exercising, whatever, right? Just 5 minutes. Everybody has 5 minutes. Or getting up 10 minutes earlier so that you can be more organized and focused and ready for your day. These are small things that you can do. But the power of change means embracing the present moment. Embracing the present moment. When you embrace the present moment, this is where all the power is. And you can use your power to make these shifts today. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.